Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the DLC that Rockstar never released into GTA Online. I am of course talking about Cops and Crooks, which was a major planned expansion for GTA Online that Rockstar actually finished and planned to release in the summer of 2020, but ended up scrapping it and canceling the release for various reasons. So today we're going to be discussing what exactly went wrong and whether we're going to be seeing this update ever released into GTA Online in the future. Now before we get into that, make sure to drop a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. But first off, here is today's shoutout of the day, and right after into the actual video. Now today's shoutout goes to a really awesome YouTube channel known as Carolina Vice Video. Now if you're a fan of Star Wars, this is the perfect channel for you. They have a wonderful growing community of Star Wars fans surrounding video games, Marvel, comics, and everything in between. His goal with the channel is to create an open discussion around the latest and greatest in Star Wars fandom pop culture. In addition, he also rates, reviews, and has an open discussion with his subscribers around all things Star Wars. And best of all, he's a really easygoing guy with a super relaxing voice that's happy to chat about everyone's favorite topics. So if you're a fan of Star Wars or want to get into the series and learn more about it, make sure to click the first link in the description down below to subscribe to Carolina Vice Video for the best Star Wars content around. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Now, many of the updates that Rockstar has released into GTA Online were actually fan-requested ones by the community. Most notably, the Casino DLC, among many others, were all DLC updates that were requested by the community and Rockstar ended up making. Now, one of the most requested DLCs for GTA Online that Rockstar actually ended up making but not releasing was the Cops and Crooks update. Cops and Crooks was a much requested DLC ever since the launch of GTA Online all the way back in 2013, and Rockstar many years later actually made it happen. The details of the content within this update have still never been revealed, but based on what we do know, it was supposed to introduce two different types of play modes for GTA Online. You can play as a cop, or you can play as a crook. And it'll be pretty much Cops and Crooks, where the cops will try to catch the crooks and the crooks will try to get away from the cops. It was going to introduce a whole new type of play mode into GTA Online, and we also do know that according to game files that were left over from this unreleased update, Rockstar Games was planning to release multiple new cop cars into GTA Online, which could also be customized. Right now in GTA Online, there are a handful of cop cars, but you cannot own or customize them, so this update was not only going to introduce new police vehicles, but it also would unlock the customizability of them. So you would be able to add extra bumpers, protection, lights, and all of that good stuff, which is really cool. In addition, this was also supposed to be a really good way to make money in the GTA Online economy. Cops would make money by catching the crooks, and the crooks would make money if they were able to successfully get away from the cops. And of course, you would be able to play solo or with teams and all of that good stuff, which is really exciting. Since this update was never released, we don't have any gameplay or footage of what it was supposed to look like, but the best look that you can get at it is by some community created examples. If you go on YouTube and search up GTA Online Cops and Crooks, you'll find many people, especially on the PC, that try to do the same thing with third-party modifications, and those actually look really cool. So Rockstar Games certainly took some inspiration from those third-party mods, and they created their own version that not only would be officially supported by Rockstar, but would also be cross-platform across PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, which the third-party modifications are of course only on PC. In addition, the third-party mods are a little difficult to install. You need to know what you're doing in terms of modifying the game files. It's not crazy difficult, but your average person will likely have a bit of difficulty. So this update by Rockstar was not only supposed to introduce the idea of Cops and Crooks to everyone in GTA Online, but it was supposed to also make the experience better for everyone, including existing PC players. Now this update was completely done and Rockstar started working on the marketing material for this update, including trailers, screenshots, and all of that good stuff, and the release date was set for summer 2020. It was supposed to be the star DLC of the summer and really make GTA Online the premier destination for people to go to play games during that summer season. Now, as we know now, this update never ended up releasing, and it turns out that Rockstar actually canceled and scrapped it at the very last minute. Now, since this update was never officially revealed in the first place, Rockstar never came out with an official response for the reasoning of the cancellation, but we do know now, a number of years later, that the reason for that was the political situation at the time in the United States. The discussion of police and ethics surrounding them was the big discussion at the time on pretty much every news station, and Rockstar really didn't want to get caught in the controversy by releasing a Cops and Crooks update at that exact time. So Rockstar ended up making the ultimate decision to scrap the update and not release it during that summer season. Now the question still remains of whether Rockstar will ever be releasing the Cops and Crooks update into GTA Online. Now the update is done and I'm sure Rockstar has the code saved somewhere, however it seems like that Rockstar doesn't have any plans, at least at the moment, to release it into GTA Online. Even though the police debate has definitely slowed down in the US, and I think Rockstar is definitely within their means to release the update at this point, it seems like that Rockstar is focusing on other priorities, including the map expansion, which has been much rumored over the past couple of months. It's very possible that later this year we could be receiving the Cops and Crooks update, and I really hope that Rockstar does release it at one point or another, because after all, there have been countless hours of developer effort put into this update, and it seems like a waste to just spend all that time and money on a really nice, full-fledged update for GTA Online, which has been highly requested by the community, and simply never release it. So I really hope that Rockstar does release it at one point or another. Hopefully it does come later this year or maybe next year, whenever Rockstar does choose to release it. But I definitely want to hear from you in those comments down below. Do you think the Cops and Crooks update is a good fit for GTA Online, and do you think that Rockstar should release it? After all, the update is pretty much done and Rockstar does have the code and assets locked away somewhere, so do you think that Rockstar should go ahead and release it, or do you think that Rockstar should keep it in a vault and just never release it into GTA Online? My personal take is that they should go for it and release it at whatever point they think is right, but let me know all your thoughts and opinions about this entire situation in those comments down below, because I really want to hear from you guys. But either way, if you enjoyed today's video and you learned something new, let me know by dropping a like rating on this video, as well as subscribe down below with the notifications on so you're always notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But either way, thank you again so much for tuning in today, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video just like this. But until then, have an awesome day and I'll be sure to talk to you guys then.